Hey, it's Steve. Welcome back to Clear Direct. I just jump seated all the way out here from Bend. I'm in Hays, Kansas to build my rudder and get a jump start on the S21 Outbound home-built bush plane project. So Randy Schlitter, the founder of RANS Aircraft, was nice enough to lend his time and give me a bit of a test flight in the S21 Outbound. So what do you say? Let's go. Roll this thing outside. All right.
So F-15s, what else have you flown?
F-15s, okay, 737s.
Okay.
And Bonanza, primarily. And then the standard 152s and Cherokees and whatnot.
All right, what's your favorite out of the bunch?
Well, gotta say the F-15, but my Bonanza. Put one in a river about less than a year ago.
A Bonanza?
Yeah. I lost my motor over the Columbia River. And,
oh my gosh.
Had to ditch. So about a month ago, got my replacement.
Did they figure out why the motor went?
Not yet. Good news is we swam away.
Yeah, that is always good. Did you stay right side up?
We did, yeah.
That's good. You heck of a ditcher.
Kept the gear up, full flaps, so that part was good.
Yeah, a low wing like that with the gear up probably is a better chance than.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I don't know if you know Scott Perdue. He's got a YouTube channel. He did a whole series of ditching and interviewed me about it.
Cool. Yeah, I talked. Jeff Skiles and I are buddies, and when he was in the Hudson, he was surprised they were on top.
Oh, so you with the FO, Sully's FO?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he said, "Man, I was so surprised. It got dark, and then all of a sudden we were on top of the water. I thought we were on the bottom of the Hudson, but we weren't." And I says, "Man, it looked like those engines would have acted like skis." And he says, "Oh no, the right engine just went."
Oh boy. So Titan.
Yeah. Yeah, the 180 stroked engine.
Cool.
And we'll do a jump takeoff. That'll be fun.
All right.
Hey, traffic, RANS 15 Romeo Delta, taxi to departure on 34. At Mike 2.
This traffic time is 155, line up on 34, straight out departure Hays.
And 15 Romeo Delta departing 34 Hays.
Hays traffic goes to 155, departing 34, straight out return Hays.
And I always let her build a little speed, climbing out here. Trim it out hands on.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Basically sit back and enjoy the ride.
Nice little slice of heaven you got out here. You know, I think just doing a little recon, I think I spotted your place on the way in.
Did you?
Yeah.
Now we'll go over there and do a landing.
Cool. Well, thanks for
probably a takeoff as well.
Thanks for meeting me. Kind of spur of the moment. I wanted to offer you, a way out of doing a bunch tomorrow morning.
Perfect.
Worked out pretty good. If the jump seat was taken this morning, I was going to hop in the Bonanza and make my way out here. It was beautiful the whole way. I kind of wish I did.
Yeah. There's different stages of regret when you plan a trip to go somewhere and you end up taking a car. And then the weather's good 50 miles down the road.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, this is great. Okay, so you got
51, 55.
oh, the heat over there.
Yeah. Are you plenty warm?
Oh yeah, plenty warm. Thank you. How many hours on this one?
Now let's check about 343.
Okay.
Now we're just doing what I call a good climb, because you can climb at a lot higher angle. And this is a good rate, good speed, and you can see. I prefer to always just climb nose on the horizon.
Okay. About 95 or so.
Yeah.
Did I see a camera in the left cowl there?
Yeah, we've got taxi vision right here.
Oh yeah, all right, cool.
It's anti-line boy chopping.
Arms crossed, look at that.
Eh.
It's like me on the tanker. If you really want to show off, you put your hand off the throttle and up on the, I don't know, do your hair or something.
Or do this. I was flying along on autopilot one time and I had a GoPro and I was like laying there sleeping and I slowly panned from this window all the way around to me sleeping. Of course, I'm the only one in the plane, so how's the camera work happening, right? Some people thought, "Oh my God, you shouldn't trust your autopilot." I shouldn't have posted that video. I think.
Yeah, you should have.
Hey, we've already gotten a check from YouTube. You know, we're waiting for it to be bigger.
Yeah.
It can be a pretty interesting job. I mean, some of those guys make some serious money.
Yep, sure do. Old Trent Palmer and Kevin Quinn. We got to get them in RANS though.
Yeah, they probably never go to something that's as versatile as the Outbound. They want a more specialized aircraft too. Now, if you don't have to fly it anywhere, I can make you a plane and jump in the ground in 5 feet. You know, that's not a hard thing to do.
Sure.
But if you got a mission that requires utility...
Oh, that's one of the keys, right?
Yeah.
There, this guy.
Yeah, that's the easy build wing that we make, and it's tough.
Leading edge D-spar. Awesome.
Alright, we're above the bumps, so we can play around up here a little bit.
Cool, cool.
I think first thing we'll show you is we'll optimize it for the high-end cruise. We should see maybe 145 to 150 plus. To get her to come down and trim it out a little bit. Now the trim's pretty powerful.
Okay.
So you just give it a little tap, wait a while, let the plane catch up.
Okay.
Your attitude's a little nose low feeling, because if you look now, our wings are almost level.
Okay. A little angle of incidence built in.
This airfoil actually likes to fly at about a point negative 0.6 of a degree, whereas the optimum angle.
Interesting.
And our true airspeed's coming up. Now we'll be bringing back we're going to bring our power up a little bit to show you the higher end cruise, like say 25, 50 or so. Then we're going to optimize our fuel. Try to get under 10. We're bumping up there a little bit faster now. 150, 8.2, 120. A little bit more juice, a little bit more RPM.
Now, is it a 2700 red line with the time limitation?
I don't remember the time limitation. I'm
quizzing you.
It basically self-destructs the instant you hit 27. No. We hope not. Doing 150.
Yeah. Great.
Go a little bit higher here on the juice. See if we can get it up to 155.
I really like that the vernier without the button.
Isn't that a nice innovation?
Yeah.
I wouldn't put them in airplanes with the button because I fear about the guy that panics. How can I get the
Right. I had one fall apart in my hand one time flying.
Well, that works out badly.
Yeah.
There's a target. That must be our departing traffic.
Oh, yeah. Plane I flew in on.
Still worked after it landed. Good landing.
Lots of room back there.
Now we'll just go ahead and get this aircraft. I got to do a check. Okay, everything's working. That's how we check our control movement.
Last time I was upside down was a couple months ago on the F-15.
Do they roll pretty good?
Oh yeah, rolls real well. Got a nice aileron rudder interconnect, doesn't hardly need much rudder at all.
Yeah, I bet you could do feet on the floor with this too. All right, now we'll demonstrate the bottom end and then you get to play with it.
All right.
We'll do idle power, no flaps. I haven't retrimmed yet, and I won't.
Okay.
See, I hear a little noise. Is that your baggage strap out in the breeze? Yeah, it is. Yeah, my bad. There, let me get that back in the cockpit. There it is.
Cool.
Yeah, we should see something like 50. And there it breaks. There it is.
Nice. No flap.
And we'll bring in the flaps. Should see something maybe 40.
You got my 210-pound butt in here.
There it is, 39.
Very nice. Nice and
the recovery's really easy. You just barely bump, release the stick, and it goes. And there's another interesting thing. If you pop the flaps off 100%, it really doesn't quit flying. It tends to grab. That's an advantage of a narrower chord flap
Okay.
You have a less dynamic change to your CP.
I guess that makes sense, yeah. Center of pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your CP don't move so much, and therefore your weight and balance, you know, you don't become nose heavy fast. All right, your airplane.
All right, I better turn off the camera.
Yeah, we see how lousy an F-15 pilot handles an outbound, and we don't want it on record.
And we get my feet on the rudders.
Oh, they have those in jets? I was training an airline pilot how to fly a tailwheel, and he kept saying, "This is not conventional. It doesn't fly like an airplane should." I was like, "Why? Because it has 3 axes?"
Yeah. All right, let's get a feel for the roll rate.
Are you sure you're not a Navy pilot from the way you've been there?
I know.
I've been flying hang gliders, and you know, they're kind of soggy.
Are they?
Or they can be. Back in the day when I was flying them, they weren't very crisp.
Yeah.
So I wanted something that didn't fly like a marshmallow and didn't look like a lawn chair.
So how'd you get to the all metal outbound after a bunch of?
This airplane's been on the drawing board for 20 years or more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to build an all-metal plane once we started going into a lot of CNC stuff to eliminate some of the handcraft. Because when you build a whole fuselage like this, it takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
And plus, when you do a fabric covering, it takes a lot of time. So you're putting the hours in there that, like, say for instance, these wings build maybe 60 hours.
Right.
You can put a set of S7 or 20 wings together in 60 hours, but then you have to spend another 80 or 90 covering them.
Okay.
And then you have to paint them. This airplane you can staple together and not have to paint. You can fly it for years before you put a drop of paint on it.
Yeah, I think that's going to be part of my end game cost savings because I'm putting it all into avionics, so I have to go naked for a little bit.
And I don't mind planes that look like that. I wish I had one that wasn't painted, because I'd be like doing cool stuff to it, like trying different weird things, you know, because you wouldn't be worried about a paint job. Yeah. Now we're lined up on our little runway.
Oh yeah, tally ho.
I think it's like a 3-5 runway, 3-4.
Yep.
Yeah, 3-5.
That's what I VID'd from the air.
So what made you decide YouTube's a good idea?
Oh, I've always been into video editing.
Really?
Yeah, that's what it came down to. And then, of course, the big backcountry guys just really got me salivating over bush planes and whatnot.
Yeah.
Started to get into just various aviation topics. And really, the RANS versus Kit Fox video took off, and that's where I kind of got going. I like the little offset for the tree. That's great.
And there we are.
All right. Oh, thanks, Randy.
I bet you can't do this in the F-15, like pivot like this, can you?
Nope, not at all. Maybe the Navy jets you probably could, but not the old Eagle.
That's a good old bird. Are they still running those, aren't they?
Still running them. In fact, we're buying more of the EX model, the updated version.
That's right, I read about that.
Yeah, I'm a little bit bummed I'm out now. I won't be able to fly.
Well, I did see something about when they retire the B-2 that they'll probably have to pause at the celebration for the B-52s in the pattern. Alternate landing area 1.
Okay. Yep.
This is what we do when we fly brand new planes. Alternate area number 2.
Oh yeah.
I hope you had fun.
Sure did. It's worth the trip.
Well, everybody, welcome.
Thank you.
And we have to attach the skin to that tube with those clecos.
That is inserted correctly, yes.
Put pressure on it, and
There we go. Pull and wait. There you go.
yeah.
That is it.
All right.
We'll be doing a lot of
I tried to do it.